A question for British people. Just an anti-theist, the truth troll back again to ask you, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Ready.
Truth troll! What the fuck is wrong with you British people? Why are you taking this bullshit lying down? What the goddamn hell? Yes, America has serious issues with violations of freedom of speech and freedom of assembly, and just about virtually every video I make is about those issues. But today it's about you, Britain, okay? What the fuck is wrong with you people? You're sitting silently and politely while your house is being burnt down around you. You're sitting there silently and politely while your daughters are being groomed into prostitution rings. You're sitting there silently and politely while your daughters are being kidnapped and gang raped, sometimes gang raped to death.
We seem to be looking at millions of rapes of white and Sikh girls by Muslim men, only 222 of whom have been convicted since 2005. So, my lords, will the government ask our Muslim leaders whether the perpetrators can claim that their behaviour is sanctioned in the Quran and to issue a fatwa against it? Can we talk about Islam without being accused of hate crime?
You're not allowed to state facts in your nation anymore. You're not allowed to speak the truth in your nation anymore. You could be arrested in the middle of the night, secret police style, Gestapo style, for wrong thing. Not for crimes, not for actual crimes, but for saying things that Muslims and the regressive left don't like. The police put more energy into looking for quote-unquote hate speech on social media and arresting people for it than they put into stopping Muslim terrorists and Muslim gang rapists, invaders, fundamentalist Muslims, and Islamists. And by the way, notice that your media no longer mentions the fucking phrases Muslim terrorist or Islamic terrorism anymore. Okay? But you can be assured if some sort of non-Muslim and or white guy commits an act of terrorism, suddenly they'll use the word terrorism and terrorist a lot. You're letting your universities being bought up by Saudis and turned into propagation machines for Islamism. Whoops, I meant propaganda, not propagation. Your government is arresting people for wrongthink. Again, not for actual crimes, okay? But for wrongthink. Okay, recently, Brittany Pettibone, Lauren Southern, some other guy from Identity Europa were arrested. Now, I might not agree with their views, but that is entirely irrelevant. They were arrested not for crimes, okay? Not for crimes, but for intending, in the case of two of these people, for intending on interviewing a wrong-thinker, a man who's arrested in the middle of the night, Tommy Robinson. Now, some of you Brits are like, oh, Tommy Robinson, he's a white supremacist, he's a racist, blah, 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 blah. Bullshit, okay? I challenge you to find a single quote from Tommy Robinson to verify that. You will not find it. You will find merely accusations. This is what your nation has become. A state in which people, not just citizens, but even foreign visitors, guests, are arrested for no crime at all. But for what people think they might say, and for what they think. Also, in the last few years on social media, I've watched my British friends change, okay? Some of you were a little too polite to criticize Islam and Islamic terrorism, but you would acknowledge that it happened. Some of you would, well, criticize Islamic terrorism and fundamentalist Muslims without much of a problem. Now, you're afraid, okay? You are afraid. When I bring it up to you, as I do, you freak out. When I point out the fact that your media doesn't mention Muslim terrorism or Islamic terrorism anymore, you call me a racist. You are being seriously warped over there, okay? Again, I'm not saying that America is perfect, but, you know, usually I'm criticizing America. Sometimes Canada. Today it's you. What the fuck is wrong with you? Anybody who lets their daughters get raped and refuses to punish the rapists because they happen to be brown are scum, okay? If you are letting this happen, if you are silent about this, if you are just sort of complacent and letting this happen, and if you're looking the other way and allowing this to happen, you are fucking scum, and you should stop breathing. Now, the rest of you, if you have the will to survive, wake the fuck up and do something about it now. So here's my question, and it's not rhetorical. I want you to freaking answer in the comments section below. British people only, thank you. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you silently sitting there and letting this shit happen? Why? And the same thing to you, Germans, and the same thing to you, Swedes, and the same thing to you, French people, etc. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why can't you be a little bit more like the Eastern Europeans who are not going to take this shit? What is wrong with you? Why are you silent? Why?
Hey, don't click off this video yet. I want to tell you that my best and most controversial videos are not available on YouTube, and I want to tell you how to see them. Things are changing for controversial content creators like myself. These media monopolies like Google and specifically YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, etc. do not want us. They don't want us to say what we say, to expose what we expose, and to make the waves that we do. So they take more and more measures to make us give up. They pander to the far left, the regressive left, the social justice warrior, politically correct crowd who accepts, well, demands the censorship that these companies want us all to accept, or which force us to accept. To make a long story short, you should, like myself, expect my YouTube channel to disappear any day now. By all means, please subscribe to me on YouTube and click that little bell icon, and do the same for my backup YouTube channel, Justin Fidel. But please subscribe to me on Speak Out, formerly called Bitchute. Oh wait, they changed it back to Bitchute. No! Hopefully they won't change it again by the time you see this. Sorry everyone. And on Minds, where you can find my best, most controversial videos. By all means, friend me, follow me, etc. on Facebook, but I want to encourage you to use Minds or Gab or something else instead of Facebook and Twitter, etc. Scroll down and see the links to all of my channels and social media accounts. Also, see the Facebook group Womansplaining with Tabitha for Womansplaining with Tabitha videos and lots of photos and videos of the lovely Tabitha. I also want to tell you that I will no longer use Twitter because Twitter requires that I delete a bunch of tweets before I can do anything else, and out of principle, to set a good example, I will not do that. To make a long story short, I got into a Twitter war with the famous rapper and rabidly racist Talib Kweli Green, embarrassed the living snot out of him, and well, for the long story, see the video below. Alright folks, until next time, truth, honor, personal integrity, reason, responsibility, peace, love, freedom, equal opportunity, and individuality. Thanks for watching.